Welcome to the Capitalized Life YouTube channel. I'm Matthew Johnson, President and owner of Johnson Wealth and Income Management. I do hope you enjoy today's video. So it's probably a good assumption that you want your life to be easy. Many years ago, I listened to business coach Brian Tracy, and he made a comment that I didn't like hearing, but I knew he was right when he said it. And that was that if I wanted my life to be easy, I needed to do the hard things. Today, I want to be able to challenge you to do the hard things. What do I mean by the hard things? Well, it's easier to eat poorly, to eat pizza and cheeseburgers and stick your head into a bag of potato chips, than it is to eat the right way, the way that you know you're supposed to eat. It's easier to lay in bed and to just continue to sleep than it is to get out of bed and to go exercise as you know you're supposed to do. It's easier to hold a grudge and be offended at another person and hold indifference in your heart than it is to go to that person and to resolve the conflict. It's easy to do nothing. But the problem is that the easiness that you're experiencing today, that you're choosing today in your life to allow to happen, it always comes with really hard consequences. Think about it. You eat poorly all your life, and then one day you wake up and you were sick. You were ill. There's problems in your life. You're obese, you've got diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and you know that you've just shortened the life that you're going to spend on this earth. You don't get up and you don't exercise. You don't develop character and discipline in your life. And you tend to get soft. And then before you know it, you're trying to climb a set of stairs and you're huffing and you're puffing and you're carrying on because you've never conditioned your body, you've never calloused your body, you've never hardened your body to exercise, to weight resistance. Young people want to know how they succeed in business. The way you succeed in business is by doing the things that nobody else wants to do, by spending the time that nobody else wants to spend, by making that extra phone call, by pushing that extra mile, by taking that extra risk. Isn't it true that you can do all the hard things in life and you still end up getting the shaft? It's absolutely true. There is no guarantees in life, and newsflash, there is a life, and it is a very hard one. It's not easy. No one promised you when you popped out of the womb that you were going to have an easy life. You can do all the right things. You can do all the right things and still end up with cancer. You can do all the right things and still get sued unjustly, unlawfully. You can do lots of good things in life and still end up getting what feels like the short end of the stick. So why would you even bother getting up early in the morning and exercising and meditating? Why would you even bother feeding your body the right food versus the junk food that every single day is forced at us and pumped down our throats? Why would you bother going back to that person who really did you an injustice and who really offended you and really hurt you and tried to resolve the situation? Why would you do those things? Because that's the kind of a person you are. That's your character. When it comes to your money, when it comes to retirement, it's easy just to let things ride. When it comes to your retirement, it's easy just to do nothing. It's easy just to trust in the financial advisor, or just to trust in the 401k, or just to trust that the employer is going to do the right thing. When it comes to your money and your money being invested, it's easy just to go ahead and to put the responsibility on someone else or something else. It's hard to actually sit down and take the time to figure out where you are and what you're saving and if you're on the right track. But may I suggest to you that the ones that put forth the conscious effort to be involved It's not what you expect, it's what you inspect. And when you put forth the effort to put skin in the game, when you actually decide, this is it, today I'm going to start saving every single day. I'm going to figure out where every single penny goes. I'm going to start disciplining myself on what I spend my money on, how much money I save, the amount of debt that I have, and the amount of interest that I'm paying. When you get involved and you do the hard things, when you challenge yourself, and when you stoop to a level of humility where you ask for help, you go to someone that you know has more knowledge, more skill, more ability than you do, and you ask for them to help teach you. Those are the people that I've observed are the ones that are the most successful. It's easy just to sit here and expect that the president is going to pull something out of his hat and the stock market's going to continue to go up. It's easy to expect that the Fed Reserve is going to do the right thing and that, you know what, gosh, they've always got my best interest in mind. They're going to do what's right and everything will work out in the end. It's easy to do that. It's not so easy to play offense. But may I suggest to you, it's the way that you're successful. I know that this message is relevant. It's relevant not only to you. I'm speaking this message to myself. Every single day I have to get up and I have to make a choice just like you do. Am I going to do things the easy way? Or am I going to do things the hard way? Am I going to do things just enough to get by? Or am I going to do what's right and do things the right way? My challenge to you today is to think about the things in your life. And you know what? If your life is anything like me, you've got 1,000 different things that you need to do. You got 1,000 decisions that you have to make. There's any number of different areas that you could improve upon. Please pick one thing, just one thing, and focus on that one thing. And promise yourself, decide unequivocally that today is going to be the day that you make the relevant change. That today is the day that you decide that from here on out, life is going to change for you, and you're going to be the one that changes it. You're going to be the one that makes that decision, and no one can influence you otherwise. And see what happens. Watch the progress that comes as a result of you making those hard decisions. I know this wasn't an easy video, and for most of you, you've probably either tuned out or already turned it off. But for those of you that are still watching, I want to thank you because you know that this is the truth. And you know that it's going to be relevant to you and it will affect you. And it's a lesson that if you can learn it, if you can show the discipline in your life, if you can prove those actions and you can pass that on to your children and on to your grandchildren, you have the ability of making a huge difference in this world. And isn't that why we're here on earth? So to you, remember, it's up to you to make it a great day.